David Benavidez returns against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. And you know what? A little tricky banana peel kind of fight here for David Benavidez. A fight at light heavyweight. He can't get the Canelo fight. Canelo avoiding him like the plague. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said 2 years ago. You guys were on me 2 years ago when I said Canelo would never fight Benavidez. Well, you know what? It's been almost 2 years since I said that. It's actually October of 2022 that I said that, and everybody was giving me a hard time. You know what? I still am right, guys. I'm still right. You're still wrong. Canelo refused to fight Benavidez, so Benavidez has to go up to the light heavyweight division and figure out if there's competition for him there. Gvozdyk, a solid opponent who was very, very good at one time, former Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC light heavyweight champion, and a guy who had been giving Artur Beterbiev all he could handle prior to being stopped by Beterbiev when they fought 5 years ago. And that's the thing. The fight was almost 5 years ago. And how much does Gvozdyk have left? Gvozdyk retired for a little bit after that fight, came back and got a couple of wins in nondescript opposition. We're looking at Oleksandr Gvozdyk from back then. Even the best Oleksandr Gvozdyk, for me, still had a lot of trouble in that under that pressure duress situation, despite being a very solid boxer. Took the title from Adonis Stevenson, who had been a good champion. So we know he's the goods. But when that all-out pressure comes, and Benavidez brings that same kind of pressure. Now, he actually brings it a little bit faster with his feet than does Beterbiev, but he maybe doesn't hit as hard as Beterbiev at that heavyweight. But again, it's the kind of pressure that, for me, undoes Gvozdyk, who is a crafty, good fighter. And against a lot of guys, I think Gvozdyk would still give a lot of trouble, even at 36 years old. But the fact that Gvozdyk is 36 years old, and stylistically, this is a tough matchup for him in terms of the kind of pressure Benavidez brings, which is sort of the kryptonite that Gvozdyk has shown in the past. I think Benavidez is going to impress in this fight and get a solid knockout win between 7 and 9 in a dominant fashion. I think Gvozdyk can maybe be crafty early on, but I don't know if he can handle what Benavidez brings to the table. Benavidez all-out pressure, cutting off the ring better, going to the body, putting the punches and bunches together. Gvozdyk has to get that respect. That maybe a light heavyweight, he may be able to land some shots that sort of get Benavidez respect to a degree, but I expect Benavidez to really impress in this fight. And that's not even a knock against Gvozdyk, who's a solid fighter, but 36 years old, hasn't been in against high level of opposition in a while. It's a solid entry fight for the light heavyweight division for Benavidez against a guy who was a very good world champion at one time. That's my pick for David Benavidez against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. I'm Paulie Malignaggi. This is Paulie TV.